Southwest Florida, welcome back to Lead Piss Live. Where are we right now? We are here at the grand opening of all grand openings. It's Premier Mobile Health Services is having a grand opening of their stand-up building, brick and mortar. She's very familiar with the mobile bus that you see parked in front of Mount Hermon Ministries all the time that's doing such a great work and trying to preventive health care as well as health care in general. Right behind us, all the pomp and circumstances is about to begin. Going to have the ribbon cutting. We're going to have the spiritual part of it with our good pastor here, the people's pastor. The Reverend Dr. William Glover is here. So a lot of things are taking place here. We're out here in Pelican. Is this called Pelican Preserve?
It's right off Tree Line.
Right off.
Preserve, right
right off Tree Line, Pelican Preserve area. So without further ado, let's get to Pastor Glover, who has, and his church has played a prominent role in the success and the progress of Premier Mobile Health Services. Welcome to Lead Piss Live.
Thank you so much. It's always a joy to be here.
It's always good to get you on here because two things. One, when I have you on the show, my ratings go up. And two, when I have you on the show, you're always bringing class and information that the community needs. That is your whole hallmark and your gift to the world by the Lord, would you say?
You are too kind, sir, but thank you nonetheless.
I mentioned early on, well, first of all, let's set the scene. You saw Premier Mobile on its way up. The bus, I understand, is still going to be in front of Mount Hermon Ministries. What has that bus being there, the health services in the Dunbar community and around, done for our community so far?
Well, I think it speaks to the power of collaboration. At the time when we joined forces with Nadine 5-6 years ago, she was searching for a location that would generate traffic and that was sustainable for her. And of course, we've always been advocates of public health and engaging in promoting public health. So when we finally had a conversation with her, it was a natural collaboration. It gave her a site with traffic, high visibility, and also it allowed us to partner with her to continue advocating for public health.
You know, one of the things that you said, 5 or 6 years partnering. When you start talking about 5 or 6 years partnering with anybody, things have to be going really well. People have to know how to get along for the greater good. Just that long period of time to me says a deal about the community working together. Speak to that.
Well, and it all centers around us sharing a common core value, and that is accessible health care to underserved communities. And it's around that shared value that we build our collaboration. The Mobile Health Center is her vision, her business, and us being public health advocacy. It just made sense for us to partner with her because, again, it was beneficial. It helped us continue to promote that message, and our campus drew people to receive services that they need. And, of course, it allowed her to really build a foundation to grow and attract other partners.
Gotcha. What is your hope with her having a standalone business here in this area? What is your hope for the success of what she's done so far going forward?
Well, as she's explained it to me, this brick and mortar establishes her and allows her greater credibility in terms of credentialing, and also would be partners to collaborate with her to expand the array of services that she currently offers. Having a brick and mortar location gives her that type of credentialing and credibility. So she's already planning out greater services and greater access, and we're so proud of her and excited to see it happen.
Right, we're talking about you, Nadine. You're a celebrity now. Her story, just, when you met with her about 6 years ago, but prior to that, she invested in the bus, she did her own thing, she pulled herself up, and brick by brick, she built herself and worked hard. Her story is something that people can point to and say, I can too if I really dedicate myself.
Well, absolutely. It speaks to having a vocation as opposed to a job. It speaks to working as a result of a calling as opposed to trying to earn an income. because she sacrificed to get to where she was. She had to be willing to invest in herself. And it was that calling, that willing to invest in herself, that positioned us to invest in her, because there has never been a fee associated with her parking on our premises, which is premium space. And
Definitely premium.
would cost a pretty penny at market value.
Beautiful.
But because she's willing to invest in herself and sold us on her vision, we sowed that seed in her, and it's been a great investment.
Outstanding. Is the First Lady coming today?
She's actually here now.
Okay, we'll get a chance to chat with her as well. One of the things you will hear me say, you don't say it, but I always say it, your church certainly gives more than it receives. I would assume that somewhere within that partnership is some spiritual concepts. Talk about that and how the Bible ties into what you guys do in the total education of the community.
Well, Scripture says something very powerful, which
you always got something from the Scripture. I can call on you, bro.
Often understood.
I don't know what it would be, but go with it.
And it's just a principle of it's better to give than to receive.
Real basic.
Real basic. But the truth of it is, to be in the position to be a giver means that you are continuously empowered. You never lose when you are able to give, because you're in the empowered position and not the position of need. So anytime God blesses us to be in that position to give, that means He's providing for us and that we are cared for. So that we were in this position with Sister Nadine, now we've seen her ability to give increase. So it ties into paying it forward, which is what she's doing, because she's still providing services sometimes at no cost or very low cost to people who otherwise would not be able to get those services because we were willing to give.
Would you look into that camera and say something to Nadine on your way out?
Nadine, we want you to know how incredibly proud we are of you, your tenacity, your commitment to your vision, your love for people, you're willing to sacrifice. We've seen it all. We've had the conversations. We prayed the prayers. We've been shoulders that you've consulted. And we are just extremely proud. And we're proud to be a part of your story. It's your story. We celebrate you because of it. We're pleased to be a part of it.
And that's something. The number you've been seeing on the screen and the website, people on radio, you can call 239-222-1829. I'll be remiss if I didn't give you an opportunity to plug. I think it's your 25-year anniversary.
Absolutely.
Is the public invited?
Absolutely.
Go ahead and tell people about that as well.
My 25th anniversary at Mount Hermon Church and serving the community is coming up. We have a grand banquet planned for April the 29th. And our
April 29th?
April 29th.
Go ahead.
Our final celebration service, May the 1st. And the public is invited. You can get more information by contacting the church at 334-8075.
Okay, and if we get closer to that date, of course, tune in and Lee Pitts Live. We'll have more information on that as well, flyers and all of that. Let's come out and celebrate our pastor, the people's pastor, who's just done a yeoman's job. 25 years, and he doesn't look any worse for the wear. As we say on this particular show, Miami has the oranges this time, but Premium Mobile Healthcare Services got the juice. We'll be right back.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee. I'm so glad that you watched that particular show. And if you enjoyed that show, we got other shows like that. Just subscribe to our YouTube channel. Watch Lee Pitts Live on demand anytime. And also hit us up on all our social media platforms. Just type in Lee Pitts Live, and there you go.